trust you. I believe you 100%.
5 seconds remaining.
You better.
All right, man.
More so than the gyro bet.
Radiant team down.
I mean,
You didn't believe me.
I didn't believe you because I had my memory to back me up. Like, it was literally WCA, which was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, I see.
I had information that you did not have.
So this is a hard 5 Mirana. I assume it's it's actually Magnus support, Mirana support. Hard 5 Mirana farming our Meg mid.
Wait.
It's tiny.
Mirana. All right, here's
Mirana.
what I'm thinking. Mag mid. Mirana support. No, this doesn't work.
It's Mirana 5, Enchantress jungle.
Okay.
Centaur off lane.
Yes.
Tiny carry.
Yes. Okay. I don't know why I was making that harder than it was actually.
Yeah, I don't know either.
5
That's
seconds.
pathetic.
I was like, offlane Enchantress. All right, that sounds
One
good.
cool thing that they can do is
Reserve time.
they can avalanche into toss towards the Mirana. The Mirana arrows where the person is, and it should land the arrow for at least half the duration.
That's kind of next level. That seems hard.
That's the only synergy I'm seeing out of the Mirana Tiny dual lane. That's not.
All right, wow. So the MVP and Invasion game is apparently very even. There was a PA for MVP. There was a Tinker for Invasion. So that's the only information I currently have.
There's a Warlock as well. We know that.
Yeah, that's true. There was a Warlock also.
So with these picks, Cant Say Wips is eliminated, but they're going to do their best to take it to Rave. If they beat Rave here, wouldn't it be crazy if this game is won by Cant Say Wips and then Rave loses at least one to Invasion? That was only game 1 of Invasion, by the way. So even if they win that game, they still have to be careful with their last one.
Yes.
Whereas Rave has already guaranteed 1 win.
Yes.
So it's looking a little bit better for Rave here. I think their picks are very standard as well, and they're very tanky. The disables are also very weak on Cant Say Wips, so I feel like Rave has a really good opportunity to just outplay CSW in the long engagements, but maybe YOLO. You really never know.
The YOLO. It's time to go. CSW.
Prepare for battle.
Let's go, man. 3 Circlet Enchantress.
Is this the slasher build?
I don't.
This
It is
is
the slasher build, actually. It is 100% the slasher build.
Isn't it amazing? He has +7 to all stats and he only has 587 HP. Still has 1 armor. That's his 1 armor. His 1 armor is literally in his inventory.
Split up between the 3 circlets. That's actually ridiculous.
2D is playing Magnus. Damn it. Okay, it's a carry centaur actually. So it's a carry centaur.
What is this Tiny? It's being played by Godot.
These guys are definitely dicking around.
They're clowning. It's Clown Town.
This is a support Tiny, by the way.
It definitely has boots first. He's a 2 tangos and he pooled somebody tangos.
Yes.
Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to see.
This is going to be the most official serious game you've ever seen. 2D playing off lane. I guess it's a mid. Is this mid Enchantress? Who plays mid for them? Wedding Crash, right?
Played it last game.
So it's a mid Enchantress.
That's going to slasher build, the untouchable build, by the way.
All right, so mid Enchantress versus the PA Wisp. Kind of a cool idea.
So for those of you that don't know, you do not skill enchant. You go max in heal and untouchable.
I think that's okay if you're in the mid lane, but I almost don't like it as well. I feel like one of the most abusive things that you get from Enchantress is by neutral creeps, and with 1 skill point in enchant, not only is it slow for later, but you literally just pass in the jungle and you grab a creep that has 1,000 HP and inactive. Like, it's completely worth getting 1 skill point.
You can get there is the variation where you get the 1 skill point, the value point into the enchant, especially for the slow as well. The slow is okay, 20% is not bad. The duration is obviously very good. This is going to be interesting. I mean, you have pretty good base damage for an Enchantress. It's kind of tough for anybody really to man up on you, even a PA for that matter. But I will say a PA at least has Blur to work with later on down the road. But already they're just going to start running at Wedding Crash. Untouchable slow coming in.
It's not hoping that much just yet. 1 skill point's 40 attack speed. It isn't until you have the 2nd or 3rd point where it's really dangerous. And in fact, I think he's going to get pretty much just outlaned from here on out.
It takes a couple levels. You get the untouchable, you get the heal. It becomes very hard to kill you, even with these 2 heroes.
And I think PA is a decent solution against this anyways, because when he uses Phantom Strike, he gets 100 attack speed, which almost entirely counters what Untouchable does. I just don't think this is the solution to PA, especially with a Wisp. It makes it a little harder because once he gets overcharged, that's still an extra. That's 40 attack speed right there. So I don't think that this is going to be survivable enough. With the low armor on Enchantress, I think PA is the solution. for a physical damage hero, at least. That's the hero to deal with.
Yeah.
So what they're trying to do with the Tiny, by the way, for the support Tiny, is they're going to toss the Earthshaker on top of the Centaur, which guarantees a stun. Or they can toss the Centaur into the Earthshaker, which also guarantees the stun. There's two solutions here. So top lane is looking pretty safe here for CSW. And then after that stun, you've also got an arrow, which the initial arrow is not going to hit.
That was a Hail Mary arrow. He saw it from the tree line. He's a Radiant Observer Ward, so that was not going to hit. We're going to keep our eye on Winning Crash. He does not go bottle first. He goes boots first, just to make sure he can survive. The IO is going to take the bottled up bounty rune, rather, and grab it. Top rune is a regen, which at this point Winning Crash doesn't particularly need. He has his Nature's Attendance. He could use a bottle, and it looks like 343 might take it. Top lane is getting dove a little bit. They're just zoning out the Earthshaker right now, and that's pretty important. 343 can throw an arrow here, and it might be able to hit. Walk into it. Ooh, Rior. Fisher blocking the chains. He'll have to walk all the way around now. That's pretty nice.
It's actually really helpful that they did that. A little bit of lack of experience. I'm sure Godot's happy. He's like, oh, nice, I get a free level 3 and 3 last hits, or he will just push. That's definitely something he might want to do, because rather than going around and look at this, Chain's actually just cutting the camp, basically, killing the melee creep. Doesn't have any return levels, but it'll be fine. And Godot can move past the tower now, and it's actually a stacked wave, if anything, that's going to push things out, and that should mean that he stops getting experience on the Earthshaker.
Godot is boots first, 343, Rior. Alright, so nothing else really happening. The mid lane farm is going very well for Phantom Assassin. Mid lane farm down bottom, going very well for Jo. So 2 out of the 3 lanes are going very well coming out for Rave, and that's to be expected. The Magnus is not getting much. 2 days, 5 last hits.
What's his level, though? Level 3?
Yeah.
Versus the level 4 on Razor. I mean, he definitely can't really match up in this lane very well. If he does get static linked once, he has to skewer away, which is dangerous as well, because if Jo gets good positioning on that, he could skewer with him, and that should be a kill. So, it's definitely a tough lane, and he doesn't really know where the Rubik is either. Rubik's been pulling a lot here. And a lot of the time, he's actually just waiting around to stack, so it's pretty threatening for 2D in this game.
He has no ward, yeah, so, yeah. This is the second time we saw this ward, by the way. This is not going to get countered. He doesn't have a Sentry ward on top of him. Cass is going to be getting boots soon. He's on level 3. They're getting farm. Winning Crash is just trying to get what he can in this lane. 15 to 20, so it's not too bad. And he's the only thing he's had to use his mana on, obviously, is the heal. Impetus is going to be coming out pretty soon, though. What is he going to... He picks up his boots, his stick as well. Top lane chains his 24 last hits, his Tranquils, and almost a blink. So early game, it's kind of...
That's not almost a blink. Come on, he's got 600 gold.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
You're tired, I'm tired.
I don't know what happened there.
You'll have to give us a break. We were on very different schedules for sleeping. Not even 2 days ago, we were casting.
You literally
NA,
stayed up all night. We actually both
yesterday.
stayed up all night to cast the first series of SEA. At least I did, and then you did the rest of SEA.
I did not actually. I did not cast the finals. I did the loser bracket. Then I sat around for a while. I think I did. Maybe I helped. I don't even remember.
No.
I think I did.
We both did losers finals. What I'm saying is that you stayed here longer after for SEA, and I went back early. I wimped out, if you will, and I went back. I wasn't feeling particularly well, and had breakfast and then slept.
I see. I did not do that. I stayed for like 24 hours. So.
That was not something I was ready to do, and it's clearly not having a good effect on me. However, this is our last game of the day. At least I believe it is for both of us, and it's turning out to be a pretty good one. Winning Crash is the mid lane Enchantress. It's not something we see too often, and I'm pretty hyped for it. Now he's going to be going for Wraithband. He has a Bracer. He's going to be going for a Wraithband Aquila.
Okay.
So he's going for one of each, maybe. Maybe he'll go for...
I don't really like that. I guess it's pretty close to a Bracer. It's a cheap Bracer, and the agility gives him armor, but I'd rather he would make Drum than make Aquila.
If he goes like Bracer, Aquila, Wraithband, or not Wraithband, Null Tally, I'd be pretty happy. One of each. Yeah.
Okay. That's dumb.
I know it's dumb, but it would be funny to watch.
It's just, you might as well make a Bracer in all ways. The stats are more important than plus damage, because then you get more impetus mana, so I don't think he's doing the right thing here, but I think they're, this is obviously not a full serious effort. He's doing okay though. He's got 26 CS. This is versus the 31 of PA. I guess he hasn't died. He's been survivable against the Wisp and the dual lane. Usually the dual lanes, the nice thing is that they can be very aggressive, so I guess he's got that going for them. That he hasn't died. He's been farming decently.
Tootie was able to TP out bottom as he got lifted, dropped, and then static linked, and he realized that there was no other disable there. He makes it away. He is level 5.
Man. He's a player. Level 5, that's really good.
Yeah.
6.5 minutes. Once he gets 6, he can maybe rotate some kills. Again, CSW doesn't have really any good ways to set up stuff like that, but once they do get the ultimate, or the blink, sorry, on Centaur War Runner, then Rave does have to start being really careful.
Blink stomp into skewer RP, something like that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Except he doesn't have a blink on Magnus. He kind of needs a blink for both of those heroes for that to work. So definitely a weird spot for them, and the synergy just isn't. Maybe they're going to transition Tiny with Empower or something. I'm not sure. They go in mid on Enchantress. He's attacking relatively fast here.
That was his Phantom Strike, by the way, and the Untouchable came through. Chrissy's going to take an empty long range, Telekinesis, Stifling Dagger, Nature's Attendant's going to go.
Oh, good.
Arrow doesn't connect. There's going to be the Avalanche coming with the Stampede. He Phantom Strikes away, the toss goes through. They can't pick up a kill. Here comes Jo, though, the Static Link, and Wedding Crash is going to try to get out. Steals 42 damage.
Should be a dead Godon. Oh, he's got one.
Stifling Dagger, last
the miss.
miss chance. Another miss chance.
The miss.
Another miss chance.
That was 3. Can they get him?
Finally goes down.
Skewer. Oh, they got him. That was so lucky. Oh my God, 3 misses in a row. That's 25 of 25 of 25%.
Tootie, if he had mana, long range shockwave, the last click, and Wedding Crash gets a double kill. That's sick. And if Tootie had mana, he would have got it in 3-man RP, but he didn't have it. He needs those arcanes desperately. Top lane, Rior is getting wrapped on. Here comes Wedding Crash. It's just time to run at people here.
Oh my God.
Double edge, Rior last right click, triple kill for Wedding Crash. What just happened?
That was the unluckiest thing ever that led to 2 kills. That wouldn't have been, I mean, he was able to get a toss off there because of the 3 misses. And the toss alone did, what, 150 magic damage?
Yes.
That was so big. That was enough to guarantee that the Rays are killed and they continued the chase. If they didn't take any damage, if they were full HP, they weren't going to chase that, I guarantee.
Ice Frog came down from the heavens.
That was so small.
You were going to have 3 misses.
That's like, what, 2% chance or something? Very, very low.
Look at this. Oh, the toss into RP, Godot. You know you want to. But only out of Chrissy is probably not worth it.
If they can kill Wisp here, I think it's worth it. Because that's 3.
Chrissy's going to get arrowed. It's time to go in.
They don't have a lot of damage. There's the avalanche fall things up there. Toss in the area.
He doesn't have it. RP's going to go through, and Chrissy's getting healed up. I can't believe this. He's still alive. The last right click finally comes in. They have to expend so much of a cast. Will die because of it as well.
I mean, they deserve that, right? Like, he had a 20% miss chance, and that was like equivalent to the uphill. Or is uphill 1/3? I think it's 1/4. I don't
even know the uphill miss chance.
It's 33 or it's 25. I can't remember. I think it's 25. It's not that often.
That's something I should know.
That was a big kill there. Obviously, the Mirana's really underleveled, only at level 2 here.
Wow.
But they did have to burn the RP on that, but that was because they just don't have enough magic damage. They can't burst down very fast right now.
3-4-3 hit another arrow on Rior. All right, you're going back mid. See you later.
Dire's top
and they're rotating mid.
Blink is up on Scent, by the way.
That gives them more options of initiation, which is huge. They don't have to go for like a toss or something.
They have pinged it, so they know it's there. He's going to steal a spell. What will he get? No, he doesn't steal a spell. Oh, he's not 6 yet, I see. Fissure Block's not going to work. They're lifting it back. Actually, we're going to go for the dunk on a lot of creeps with no other follow-ups. There's the stun. There's the heal as well. Can they grab a kill?
Chains is going to jump in.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad for Rior.
And Rior should be. He has Fissure in 1.
3. Almost double edge. I like the animation juke there. He baited out the spell, basically, because if he used double edge, he could have turned in fissured. But
would he have enough damage to kill him? He had 400. He would have just
the double
killed
edge.
Him. Yeah,
exactly. That's why he canceled it. He tries to bait him and saying, "Go ahead, use fissure at the right time. I'm going to double edge you. You can fissure me. I'm going to die." Because if he turns and uses the fissure, you waste it essentially, and then he guarantees the kill afterwards. Because then he can wait 3 seconds to blink. That's just a smart mind game play out of Chains. He's obviously played a lot of center. Many center players will make that mistake. They'll throw the double edge and just die. So it's like, okay, now I'll kill you. Wedding Crash in the mid lane might be able to get killed. He's got an Invis. They actually have a Sentry Ward. He's not used to this one. No, he's okay.
Yeah, he's out of range.
Oh, they have another Sentry. He could actually die. They're looking to spot Reeves by the balls, and they actually do hit him a couple more times. There's the... Oh, it's so close.
Oh, my God. This Invis is going to run out soon, too.
He's scared. He doesn't... Oh, and the fissure. He saw the fissure coming, too.
Balls of steel for Wedding Crash.
Yes, actually. There's no way that wasn't stressful.
He somehow handles it. He's the highest net worth in the game. He has no mana left. He's regenning it very slowly with an Aquila.
Good attempt at a deny. Didn't get it.
Radiant's top tower is
So
under
MVP will
attack.
take the first game, it looks like. Okay. All
Or,
right.
or that meant they're just winning. I'm not
I
quite
mean,
sure.
yeah, they're close to
Okay.
winning.
Okay.
They're close to winning.
The special reports are MVP Phoenix close to winning their game versus Invasion. That means they need to 2-0 that to stay relevant with Rave here. Though this game is not looking so good for Rave.
Yes.
They could lose this one.
It's 6-1 currently. They have a 1,000 net worth lead, which is nothing for CSW, but there's going to be a pretty close Aghanim set for winning Crash. The biggest issue I'm having with CSW right now is that I guess Mirana is now level 4, so it's not that bad.
That's what I'm thinking too. The under-leveled Mirana, she doesn't translate very well, even if she does have levels. So I doubt, but at least she's the hard support. Or might get gone on top, or bot lane, sorry, with the Blink Dagger. Godot's
Ninja Boogie's
ready.
nearby. Chains, I don't know if he knows if Ninja Boogie's nearby. He can't quite see him yet with the fog and the way it's working. And also wrapping from behind is going to be 3-4-3 with an arrow, potentially.
They can land the arrow after the stomp. If they do that, that's a dead hero no matter what.
They just have to be careful. He doesn't see Ninja Boogie.
All right, he definitely ran into Ryor. I think Centra's going to go in this now. There's the leap forward. Oh, no stun. Great reaction time from Ninja Boogie. And the TP as well. It's going to be Razor Dunk as well. Puts Chain so low. He's able to get away, actually. Throws the stun down and needs a blink in 3 seconds. 2-1. Here comes Blink. He gets away very close there. Rave TPing a lot of heroes going for the chase and maybe doing damage on Godot, but this is a little overextended for Jo here. I think he's got to be careful. 2D.
Here comes Wedding Crash. Nature's Attendant's going to go. Fisher on the 3 coming in. Wedding Crash Skewer. RP gets canceled. Telekinesis. Envy does have Spell Steal in 1. Jo does get the kill. About to fall. Won't though. Jump in from Chrissy. RP gets canceled again. Chrissy now impetus damage going through. Chains gets zapped up by that Fade Bolt. Rave returning it. Wedding Crash. He has no Nature's Attendance for 23. NB will get that 1 kill, and they want to re-engage, but here 3-4-3 is back. Not that he's the biggest deal in the world. They have plenty of vision for both sides, but TP's coming away, and that'll be the end of the fight.
Yeah, that's the problem with the CSW lineup. They just don't have a lot of reliable disables. Even the Centaurs is something of a skill shot, and if they don't just land everything perfectly, it's hard to execute their plans.
They had no vision in lane. I think if they had a lane ward there or something to see in that lane, they might have gotten the kill. But
yeah, that's possible here.
I mean, it was too hard, I think, for them. Nighttime was not the best time to try to go for that gank, I believe.
I think they just kind of, you sometimes have to force those nighttime ganks, and it is a bit harder, but the same goes for you rotating. Harder for your opponents to see you as well. So Arcane Boot's now up on Tiny. He's level 7, 4 levels in Toss, 3 levels in Avalanche. We haven't seen him really do the Toss RP just yet, but they definitely need a blink on 2D. That's going to help them a lot. They had just a little bit too much trouble going for kills. They went from 1 hero to 1 hero to 1 hero.
He's 1,000 away.
He's kind of close.
He's saving up his bounty rune too. He is full mana. 1-0 for MVP. Our constant updates from the production. Production. And it is on TI5 Yasha if you want to go away from us. Our beautiful faces.
That you can see.
Godot is going to toss onto the tower. They're taking it down pretty quickly, even with just these 3 heroes.
Oh man, Mirana gets spotted there. He was TPing out, but it does get interrupted. 100 gold down for Ninja Boogie. He's got a level 3 stun actually from both stomp. But tower goes down. Radiant structures have been fortified. That was the top tower there. And Jo's going to pressure this for a bit. What a weird build. Tranquil Boots, Ring of Aquila into a Yasha.
What is it? The Tranquil's for?
Well, he didn't want to have to buy a regen item, I guess. The armor is not bad, but I guess it's okay. Yeah, but the problem is that most of CSW's lineup is magic and pure, so I feel like the armor is a moot point here. But it does guarantee that his HP is regen, so I guess that's kind of cool. He doesn't want to build mech, I guess. They're going to let the Wisp do it, but I think it's a great mech hero. I don't know. New meta?
Got 2D.
Radiant's middle tower is under
yeah,
attack.
I guess it's new meta. That's just, it's strange to see. Chrissy is going Battle Fury, by the way, which will be a bit late. No Perseverance just yet. Still the highest net worth in the game, so it's not that late. 16, 17 minutes, something along those lines. He actually almost has it. It's going to be 16 minutes, probably. It's a nice little item to pick up. I also throw an arrow out. It does not hit Jo. It goes just to the north of him. All right. We have yet to see a relocate gank also, I believe, from Chrissy.
No, there was one bottom during the fight, but he was able to evade it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He stomped there. I remember.
Yep. That was just nice plays from CSW. Arrowing towards mid. They actually do grab the Earthshaker. They could fall up on this. Will they go in? There's the toss forward. Looking for the skewer back. That pulls Jo really far away. Ryer trying to catch up. Throws the fissure from range. Jo's getting very low. RP on just the Wisp. Actually, he steals it. RP on Ninja Boogie. Throws them together. They've got to be careful.
Jo's actually going to survive. He makes it away. He had, I think, about 30 HP.
That was actually tranquil value. Not even kidding. I guarantee
his life.
they did, yeah. Maybe Enchantress needed to be there. I felt like the physical damage output, or the damage output on top of the Razor was maybe a bit weak, but the toss skewer was really cool.
Yeah, that was a really cool play, but it did not end up doing enough to get a single kill there. They want this tower. Godot is going to get empowered up. They're starting to hit from multiple avenues. Riro wants to walk up and Fisher and Echo Slam. Telekinesis will connect on 343. Geo walks back in. They have the Nature's Attendants. There's the Avalanche from the high ground coming in from Godot. Toss all the way back. Fisher does connect with the kill, and Chrissy comes in, gets the right click with the Phantom Strike to do the job. They'll back away, 7-5. They don't want to fight anymore. CSW are slowly but surely losing control of this game as the PA gets more and more farmed and the Razor starts to get more and more farmed as well. It feels like CSW can take fights, they just haven't been able to take the fights they want to.
Yeah, it's just so hard for them to take a team fight, honestly. They don't have reliable stunts. They went for this Clowny S lineup. They're looking for the toss into skewer on cores, followed up into what? They either have to use Hoof Stomp or they have to blow RP. Those are their only ways to disable somebody after they do this cool combo. Like, the stuff they're trying to pull has roots in something really good, but they pick so many joke heroes. They literally went down the line and said, who do you want to play? Who do you want to play? I'm gonna play Tiny. I'm gonna play mid Enchantress. Like, if they just had any kind of disable out of the mid player, Leshrac or anything, they could just wreck anybody that they skewered back.
That's not the case. Maybe if they laid it up differently too. Like if they got a blink on the Tiny or something. Maybe that's
impossible. I think the toss into skewer is a smart idea. There's now a blink on Magnus, so they've got that going for them. Potom using her ulti for the first time this game, and it looks like TP outs from everybody. Jao going to the mid lane, and he guarantees its survival, at least until they decide to
Winning Crash is alone on this high ground. They Moonlight Shadowed to get there. Chrissy's going to fall right into chains. He actually disjoints the Stifling Dagger. Are they going to turn on this? Bliss, miss with the blur.
That was some damage.
Yeah, that did do some work. The Impetus, level 2, pretty good. Academ Scepter's almost done. Level 3 is what they want. That Aghanim's is going to blow people up. That's the team fight item that they need.
Enchantress's armor is actually okay right now. He's got 8. It's that Aquila, man.
Agreed. You remember when we were talking about Tiny getting his Soul Cuirass and Moonshard and all that?
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Right out the window.
What a waste of breath. Holy crap. That's support Tiny.
You look at that draft from our standpoint, you're like, mid-mag, carry Tiny, off-lane, freaking...
Obviously. Very obviously.
That's the obvious choice. And then they're like, all right, nah, support Tiny.
Support Tiny. Off-lane mag.
Good stuff.
Totally normal.
Chains is going to look for Rior. He's pretty far away, though. He could stampede in, decides... He's the only... This Centaur's 10? How? Chains, what are you doing? I guess there's only a couple level 11 heroes.
I think he's moving around looking for kills a lot. He doesn't have a lot of regen items other than the Tranquil.
I have to remind myself that because it's 5-7, it's a 20-minute game. It feels much later than that.
Yeah, it hasn't really been slow, but it's been very deliberate. And there's been a lot of engagements, but not always... they're not always able to secure kills.
Yeah, that's if there were kills and if the team fights were getting hyped, and maybe it'd feel like a quicker game, but it seems to be lengthening itself. They are going to go for a tier 2 tower push, Fade Bolt, which there was some lag there between the Fade Bolt animation and the actual like creeps dying. It's kind of weird. They'll back away. Wedding Crash is sitting on almost like he's 150 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. That's huge.
Well, Wedding Crash will heal things up. 1,000 HP out of the Wisps. Are they Wisps? They are. It's good they picked this. It's synergistic with their name.
That's true.
Dire's structure
I actually never thought of that.
relocate? Or, they relocated to the top lane. Still push. Okay.
They glyph it.
That's
It's
cool.
not going to matter.
So they're going to get a tower because of this. And that's tower last hit at least. Doesn't
Do
get
they know where they
denied.
relocated from? There's a Moonlight
Bottom right.
Shadow.
Secret shop.
bottom tower
But he's
Okay.
going to leave him there.
attack.
Chrissy will continue to farm this.
Yeah, and with him being there, I mean, he could TP back. The arrows, that's not the arrow they're looking. They had no vision. It almost hit on Jo if you walked a little bit further forward. But that won't happen. Aghanim Scepter is now done for the Enchantress. They are forcing a TP out of the Tiny. He doesn't need to go back. That wave could have pushed itself out with the tower, but he really wanted the farm. And I guess that's fair. He's sitting at 1,500 gold. He wants a Blink Dagger. I imagine he wants a Blink Dagger.
It's really significant that he gets it, because once he does, he can basically do what Skewer does. Launch your allies back into safe place. They're actually initiating. There's the chain stun on top of Wedding Crash. He's got his ulti, but the stuns just keep coming. Arrow's going to be off the target, so one wasted hero on CSW, at least for the rest of this team fight. Ninja Boogie going to try to heal up through this.
Blink RP onto 3, coming in the Shockwave as well. The Skewer back coming through. Echo Slam onto 3 in the reverse.
Oh, no.
Oh, Chains and Wedding Crash get blown up. That's the turn. That's where Rave now start winning this game.
That's the problem with making the AoE happen. If you bring them all in one place, your team's like, oh god, they're so vulnerable, blow them up, blow them up. And then you have no stuns. And the only other stun they had was not there. That was Tiny. If he actually would have gotten an Avalanche toss on that, that would have been game winning.
I didn't like when he TP'd up there, man. He should have been with his team. They knew a fight was going to break out.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. The arrow really needed to land on Earthshaker as well. It was a bit off target. I don't know if they were going to win that fight, to be honest, but if he did RP3 into a stun on Centaur, that could be game winning. It was over in that area. I just don't know if the timing was right. Obviously, Ryo was spamming Echo Slam. I think maybe 2D should have skewered immediately as well, or done a turn RP. If he would have done that, then potentially the chain stun would have been there, and the Centaur would have been able to do the stun into his combo.
Turn RP
with
seems,
Tiny as well, they could just win that fight.
That's a mechanical thing that I think a lot of players don't know about, is the turn RP.
I am sure that 2D knows how to do that.
I mean, I'm not implying that he doesn't. I was just implying.
I think you are, you asshole.
2D just, you've been talking up this player, and he seems to know what he's doing with these RPs.
1-1-4, dude. He is amazing. That is clear.
Arise could be coming, man.
Godot has been able to farm his Blink money, though. And there it is, Blink finished.
Yeah,
no
but
surprise.
I feel like it might be too late now because they have a 7,500 net worth lead. This PA has a full BKB.
It's pretty big. It's like
down 3.
What? 30% gold advantage. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
But look at this invis stuff.
Oh, they're going to fight top.
Earthshaker's invis. They just see the Razor. There's a lot of heroes. There's the Avalanche toss into Stomp. That's a dead hero. Good Fissure going to give him a second, but I think he will die. Good Skewer there.
Spell was stolen in a Stampede. NB's going to try to fight this. Rear jumps with the Enchant Totem. 2D in trouble.
He's got ulti. Does he use it here? Looking for it. 2 heroes close by, and he's going to run away, actually.
Chrissy goes in. BKBs. Here comes Wedding Crash.
He does so much damage with the Aghanim Scepter here.
Oh my god, the crit onto 343, almost getting the kill. They need to go on Wedding Crash, though. Chrissy's BKB is now done. 2D has RP, gets crit up, has to RP just to survive. Shockwave goes. Chrissy has Phantom Strike in one, but he gets fogged. Instead, he's going to try to TP. He actually
gets him.
Oh, the arrow comes through and
Combo
gets the kill. And now Ninja Boogie is alone. And he'll go down to the right clicks of Wedding Crash, who is out of mana. And that could be pretty good for CSW. All right.
They are clowning it up, and it's working, damn it.
That's a 2,000 gold advantage from that fight. And they get 1,000 onto the Mirana. It's not great.
Well, I think that's fine considering that she wants to go somewhere relevant with her items. And she's going to opt for a Yules. This will guarantee that she's able to arrow people. It's an opportunity. That's something that you can go for. It's also pretty good. You can interrupt, relocate. If you basically stun Wisp, I guess it counts. I don't know if it counts as a stun. I think it has to be a stun, but I'm not sure. If you're relocating, if you get stunned, then it stops to relocate during that delay, that cast delay thing.
Yeah, I think it's a stun.
So I assume Yules will be able to prevent that. That's one thing Mirana will be able to do with this. But most importantly, the Yules into Arrow is really big. Because they basically have trouble doing setups. They have to start off with an RP or somebody blinking into instant stun. So Yules will be able to allow them to do that.
Godot is checking out Roche. He thought about it. Mask of Madness, that's right. Let's go. If you want to be a man, Enchantress, you got to get that in that Mask of Madness.
I like that. I think this is the right choice. It doesn't lifesteal because Impetus counts as a full orb, but it basically makes you attack a lot faster. Movement speed is good. He's going to run out of mana very rapidly, but he's got 1200 gold, so this is going to be fine. Makes him squishier, but on average, his opponents aren't going to be able to deal damage to him, and he'll be able to heal it up with Nature's Attendant. So this is a build that is pretty common for an Enchantress transitioning into late game, so don't be too surprised here.
And now what do you go after them on, though, is the question.
At that point, I might want to make a Shiva's Guard or something else tanky, maybe a BKB probably. That way, while you're using Mask of Madness, you know that you're attacking. I think that's an okay solution. BKB up on PA now. I think that stops Untouchable, right? If he's Magic Immune, he just does full attack speed. I believe it does.
Yes, it does. It does
so
stop
Enchantress
it.
might actually just get blown up in 2 hits. Very fast hits, by the way.
Not level 3 crit, but it's getting close. And with the damage that she has already with the Battle Fury and I guess Helm of the Dominator, she can do some significant work. Jo still has Tranquils, but he does buy BKB. It's like so weird. It's like watching like a macho guy walk around in slippers. That's what it feels like. I can't really describe it.
They are boots, it says.
They
definitely look like boots.
They look like slippers.
They look
though.
like the old boots of Elven skin, which is now a band of Elven skin.
Yeah, they changed it.
That's okay though. Little green shoes for an agility hero. It's gonna be okay.
Top tower is under attack.
But with the BKB, there's a lot of magic damage on CSW. He should be able to do mostly what he wants. I would like to see him probably buy a heart or maybe even a Scotty. I think would be really good here. That way he can just slow down the Enchantress, force her into a spot where she kind of just has to teleport or something like that. I think that would be a good solution. And also just give him a lot of HP. If your opponents are mostly nukes or some kind of a weird carry build like this Enchantress is going, just mine HP I think is the right choice.
Are you talking about the Jo, right?
Yes, Jo
I
on
like Scotty a lot.
Green Boots Man.
Green Boots Man getting a Scotty, why not? He doesn't, I mean like, he's missing out on maybe some like move speed from phase when he's fighting. He's missing out on maybe some tankiness. But they're relocating top. Vision comes through.
There's the heal.
There's the RP.
Oh, great RP.
On to Chrissy. The BKB was already used. Spell was stolen, and he got
RP.
it. He got it, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Wedding Crash actually getting static blinked here. Good toss.
Oh, I love that toss.
That was actually beautiful. And then he blinks forward too. Covers the retreat. CSW somehow gets out alive. That was pretty amazing.
He did that so well. The BKB from Chrissy was absolutely going to wreck him, and they casted the RP. He was trying to catch 2, got only the BKB hero, but I think that was worth it. Wasted 3 seconds of BKB, and then it ended up not being worth it because of the
Chains really wants to go.
Oh, they're going back in. Here comes the avalanche toss on 2. This is really bad for Ryer. Might just get killed right there. He does go down. Chrissy at half HP. He obviously has Aegis, but the right
RP
coming out.
Stolen,
RP
comes
coming
in.
through.
The
Great
Skewer
skewer
back
on
out.
4. Chrissy goes down. Maybe Jo as well. Almost out of mana on Wedding Crash. I think CSW needs to run. No, just kidding. Jo's going to get bursted down the right click, and melee range. He goes down. This is CSW winning this fight with the stupidest lineup I've ever seen, but it's working. Avalanche toss, another dead hero, and Godot is transitioning into a carry. He's got a point booster, 1,300 gold. What the hell?
Why are you farming? Why are you farming, Chrissy? What are you, 2D? 2D? Oh, God. Oh, and he missed too. Chrissy, go back in. Go back in, Chrissy. Oh, does he have vision? He doesn't have vision. He doesn't have vision.
Wedding Crash getting caught by
the way, I want to point out Ninja Boogie skewered onto the cliff. Now skewers the low ground. Skewer misses.
Oh, that was
skewers everywhere. What's happening?
That was not good.
Oh, Wedding Crash. The Phantom Strike toss up. Spell was stolen. Toss it back in.
Toss.
Oh, my God. These spell seals are the funniest things going on. All he can do is laugh. This is actually the stupidest fight. The arrow on Ninja Boogie. Maybe if you weren't laughing, you wouldn't get arrowed. But it doesn't actually matter because he TP'd after he threw the arrow.
Rave is laughing, but this is scary because CSW is going even here. And as the game continues, I feel like they're actually in the advantage. They have the naturally tanky heroes. The supports, Rave has 3 supports basically with the Earthshaker. I think Earthshaker is not quite enough this game due to the fact that they have a support Tiny that's actually doing okay. 1,200 gold. If he gets Ags, he's got Empower. Then he just needs attack speed. I think it's okay from the Moonshard this game.
Do you sell your Arcanes and buy Treads maybe? Or is that just not a good investment?
No, just assemble them.
That's right, yeah.
Get the energy booster, maybe sell the energy booster. I think that's a decent investment. Chrissy getting a free kill on the Ancients. That was weird. I guess with the fissure block, he was dead. I mean, he could speed away, but he would catch him.
They had that ward there, but that was not, I don't know. That's
a little damage amp here.
Jo is going to work, gets Yule's up. still has 140 damage. 343 does not want to be a part of that. Impetus has got to do
He
some
actually
work.
still hits so hard. He's got minus damage, but he's doing 200 pure hit, so.
Yeah, Jo can't imagine how that's going to feel if he doesn't get the damage link off.
This is definitely a decent game for Chrissy just to own the whole game, though, as a hard carry. I think there's no other carry that I want more than PA here. Just because her physical burst is so high that if she does get 6-slotted really early, she might just two-shot somebody and win a fight.
She's been like 50 damage away from like one-shotting a couple of heroes or two-shotting a couple of heroes.
But that's mostly like Mirana with a Yule Scepter. Even 2D is pretty vulnerable here. It's only got a Blink Force. And Godot as well. His Craigie exterior levels are coming up, but it's only going to do so much.
And power plus Ags, disassemble your Arcanes, get Shreds, and you're living the life of us. Like that's 4 cores that you got there. 4 very, very, very strong cores, which you've already talked about.
Is Enchantress making a Octarine core? I guess you lifesteal from the... I guess this is one way to get lifesteal on Enchantress. You get an Octarine core. I don't think this is a good item on her, though. Because all it does... I mean, you get lower cooldowns on your spells, but...
Lower Nature's Attendance.
Woo! Like, buy a mech, you know? Like... lowers
the other alternative?
You could lower Enchant down to like a 12-second cooldown or something, and it's pretty high uptime.
Impetus being an orb kind of hurts.
Yes, it does nothing. But she does lifesteal from her 3rd skill, her ultimate. But she also bought a Mask of Madness already. Like, she bought a lifesteal that doesn't work. Now she's going to buy a 6,000 gold item that gives lifesteal. It's not worth it. Why not buy a Daedalus or an MKB?
She already has an Ags. You can't buy Scotty.
This should be an MKB.
Casual point booster, dude. That's what I'm thinking.
God, please. I hope not. Bloodstone. It's going to be a Bloodstone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's going to be a Bloodstone for sure. I don't think Octarine Core's item. It's got to be a Bloodstone. She's been having mana problems. I think Bloodstone.
Yeah, that's true. She's run out of mana a lot in these fights.
Extra HP would be good. Makes Untouchable better.
If she gets a Bloodstone, it's a very winnable game, even with the amount of damage that Chrissy's pumping out. If they could somehow find a way to kite this Phantom Assassin, which is hard because she has Phantom Strike, they've done a very good job in spite of that. Like, they've made sure with Toss, with Skewers...
Dagon Centaur?
Not what I was expecting.
Well, they are a very burst-heavy lineup. If they kite properly and they burst the right heroes, it's strong. Godot's attacking very slow here. He had to get Arcanes earlier, though. There was no good cut. He actually hit so hard.
Oh my, 343. The toss back in. Now Godot's going to go in, toss NB himself. BKB goes, Jo static blink out of Godot. Jo taking the impetus damage, and it's hurting. Doesn't feel great, but Chrissy jumps right on top of Winning Christ. There's the blink echo slam, and the enchant totem. Judy does not throw up that beautiful RP. He's still going to get skewered away. Jump in from Chains. Jo about to fall. Does get the kill with the plasma feel. And
it's gonna be Cast going down. Avalanche, no toss for a bit, but doesn't matter.
Look at the Ghost Scepter, but no tether. He can try to relocate.
And the toss on him, that's a guaranteed kill.
All
right, CSW, worth it. They killed Razor for who?
The wedding.
The Enchantress. Okay, I didn't realize Enchantress died there.
It's a bit closer than it should have been.
Yes, I guess that's a Rave favor, I assume. No, it's actually gold favor for CSW.
Any trade at this point.
That doesn't. I don't think that counts the buyback gold though. As far as I'm aware. Might be wrong. I guess it's, I don't know. He bought back, he got a kill, and they end up going fairly even considering the game. It's still a gold advantage for Rave, but it's getting less and less over time.
This is feeling like one of those
games. Oh, what game?
This is feeling like one of those even late games. So there's this thing for me whenever I'm casting, and some co-casters know about it. I actually hate the term ultra late game.
Why?
I don't know, man. I just...
Is that it?
It bothers me.
That's it? That's all you want to talk about?
There's not much of a story there.
That was really out of the blue, and I am not your psychologist, damn it. Do you have some like wordplay problems with Ultra or something? Were you hurt as a child that somebody spam Ultra on you?
You know what, Purge? It's your fault.
Chain's getting spotted on the bot lane here. He's going to have to ulti, but I don't even know if he's going to live here. Throws the stun, catches jail, but he doesn't even want to. He's like, all right, I've been caught by the Earthshaker. I think Earthshaker's going Shadow Blade. I actually like that a lot.
I'm a big fan.
I think
let's transition into Core Shakery, or let's get Shadow Blade Daedalus.
I don't think it's good for that reason. I think it's just good for finding kills. Like the one he just found. Like the enemy team is very much a cheesy lineup. They don't have to worry about playing standard. They just have to get the initiations on their opponents.
Purge,
they have smoked here.
I want you to realize that. Oh, hold on.
Oh, the creeps blocked him here, but that Man, this Enchantress does so much damage. That's so impressive. Chrissy on the high ground, thinking about going in. He does have a jet, but not going to work out.
God, he blows up the creep wave. I want you to realize that all that I'm like, everything I talk about like is like all these silly item choices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not actually serious a lot of the time.
I don't believe you.
I really just, I want to have fun, but I know that 90% of the time it's just not going to happen in these games.
Dota is about winning, you know? It is definitely about winning.
It's about winning, yeah. Yeah, that is true. But what if you can win with swag?
That, yeah, you can sometimes when it's like, ooh, cascading arrows here. I don't think they have follow-up though. Ooh, almost died actually. Ooh. If he would have pursued, that was a kill. He didn't realize, he thought he jumped on the high ground. Godot has the hyper stones, now his attack speed. He has now transitioned to a carry.
Select
His attack speed's still pretty bad.
AC should probably come first. That's the winning item.
I think he has to because since he sells the is that treads? Oh, he does get Moonshard. Okay.
All right.
He's actually got it. I think
that's kind of surprising to me because you have an item that can help your entire team and give you attack speed. Why wouldn't you go for it?
I think he could justify getting both, like Moonshard into AC. Like, you could look at it two ways. You have a lot of responsibility with the damage that you have, so maybe you should buy the safe one. But in the same vein, you're also like playing a frickin' support. Maybe you should just go for heavy attack speed because the cleave is so much here. If he goes on the supports and he has a blink, so he can definitely position himself. He can just blow people up. I think his main goal is to avoid the PA while the BKB is on the PA, and then he can fight her. Because then he's got Craigie as well. Obviously, she could just crit him in one hit because his armor is like 9. But afterwards, finish the AC, get extra attack speed. You don't really need a damage item on this hero. I think it's better for him to go AC into like Daedalus or MKB.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's the better option. I just there's two ways to do it. Like I said, you either go a little greedy or you go for the safe build. And I think they need greed right now because their lineup is so weird. And
they're pretty far behind too.
Yeah, not like super far. It's getting better, but they're pretty far behind. They don't have a hard carry other than him.
They're evening it out. Wedding Crash is getting close to that Bloodstone.
Do they realize they're in there? I don't think they do.
Oh, they don't know.
Yeah, they definitely don't know. Roche is going to be snagged here, and Rave will grab the Aegis on the PA. Fissure comes to high ground. Actually, Rare comes in. Oh, Echo Slam on 2, lifting 2D in the air, and that is a team fight win there. Talk about getting caught with your pants down. Not only were you inches away from the enemy team and them taking Roche, but they even initiate after.
Oh, is that arrow going to hit? Oh my god, that would have been sick. They had no vision of him.
That was CSW arrow.
Oh. I
was like, damn, how did Ninja Boogie get all the way there to shoot the most Gosu arrow ever?
That would have been mega Gosu.
What is Shane's doing over here?
Shane is in the bottom lane.
I think he's split pushing because he's like, my team's dead. I might as well go try to create pressure. And then he's like, oh, that's right. There's a wisp.
They even get relocated further in the wave, so they don't have to run too much. There's no wave there, guys. You can.
He's still on power, by the way. That's actually a good steal.
They're still pinging out like where they think a creep wave is, and it's not there.
Oh my god. He's critting for 2240 with the Empower.
The dream.
That's actually the best spell to steal, I think. It's because they have the
yeah, he's gonna be big now. If now he can actually one-shot people, I think. Well, certain people. 343 has 815 HP, by the way. I want to throw that out there. He's easily one-shottable. He's more than one-shottable. He might. How much damage did the dagger do? Now with the crit.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Like 600 here.
It's not close enough to
heroes.
one-shot. Not close enough to one-shot with the dagger.
Who are you talking about? Oh, the Mirana. Oh, yeah, he's squishy. I don't think I like the Yules. I think I would have liked him building something else.
Drum?
But I don't really know what.
Drum?
I guess the Yules guarantees that he can set up an arrow, but I don't think we've seen a whole lot come out of that even. Jo moving through, arrow's gonna miss. He's literally an arrow machine.
It's just like,
and he's not hitting very many arrows. That's kind of the problem with Mirano support. I have a lot of problems playing the hero. Gonna go in, stun's gonna miss. Oh, I'm sorry, catches on cast, doing some damage.
Oh my god, Godot got blown up. One hit and then a crit to the back of the skull of the Tiny, and Apparently there's blood in between those rocks because he just spilled out a lot.
Arrow lands, a bunch of damage being done to Chrissy.
But
Actually,
miss, and now Wedding Crash getting got on. There's an Aegis. This is Satanic as well, and Power keeps going.
Good die here.
Cape. Oh my god,
Good
not
force.
enough though. The Fisher gets the kill. Tootie now in trouble, lifted up, and will fall as well. Buyback not there for Wedding Crash. This game might have just ended. Rave, get the Empower and Chrissy. Crits for truckloads of damage.
Oh man, the joke draft just didn't pull through. It had some moments of absolute insanity, but CSW goes out with a bang, I think, and this is going to be Rave taking the 2-0 and guaranteeing their 10 points in the group. They're sitting safe. Phoenix has 1 game left. They did end up beating Invasion. If they win their next game, assuming this one's over,
yes,
which looks pretty likely considering the enemy carry can simply, oh, they're diving. They're like, Braxian, no.
They want this game ended now, and
Man,
Chain's dead.
He got such a fast Blink Dagger, but he just had a lot of problems with the Centaur later. I feel like it was a decent hero for what they're up against, but he never really found the opportunities. Maybe he's not the best initiating hero. Maybe he's just really reliable on carries instead.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, but I feel like they definitely needed a better performance out of the Centaur to win this.
Yeah, the Centaur felt very underwhelming. I agree with you completely.
It was cool synergy with the toss, but after that point, they never really did good things with it. I think he should just pick the carry hero maybe instead. It would have been better. He got a couple kills early, but it wasn't.
There were a lot of cool ideas with the draft, as you talked about numerous times, but it just never really gelled together, or Rave were just ready for it the entire time. And Chrissy got really farmed. There's the Fisher coming out onto Tootie. They'll jump on Tootie, crit him once, and then hit him another time with Chrissy and get the kill. Cats will take some damage. Mask of Madness jump in.
Oh, they're diving.
They are diving the well. That's an Abyssal. Wedding Crash will fall, and
Yeah, they have a gold advantage.
Chrissy's still at Aegis. He doesn't care if he dies. He also is Satanic. Now that everyone is dead for longer than 20 seconds, they can finish this game if they really feel like it, and they would do just that. And there's GG. Congratulations to Rave for securing at least a spot in the bracket. I mean, they already secured a spot in the bracket, I suppose. Congratulations for them 2-0ing CSW. CSW really well played, cool draft, cool ideas.
Cool is one way to describe it. Wacky, I think, is better. Really clowny. That was not in any way a standard draft. That was some weird stuff. I feel like they could have picked literally anything other